Yo guys, what's up? The King of K-Pop here again. This is another video I wanted to make. The other one was a review of the final for Who Is Next. Now this one here is more of an official, I guess you could say, thought or an extra bonus video where I really want to talk about my thoughts of Team A being winner. You guys know since day one, Team B, that was my team. My team lost, unfortunately, but you know, somebody had to lose, you know, and unfortunately, it was Team B. But despite that, you know, I am happy for a winner. I'm happy that they won, nonetheless. You know, I was kind of talking about this with one of my friends last night before the show aired. And, you know, I was giving my thoughts as to, I'm like, I really want Team B to win, but I'm like, I think Team A is going to get this hands down. One of the reasons why I think Team A has won this competition, many factors. One, the members in Team A, unlike Team B, with the exception of BI, they've had a taste of fame a little bit, or being in the spotlight. With Team A, you know, Kang Sung-yoon. You know, Kang Sung-yoon was he was in Superstar K3 a couple of years ago. He acted in a drama or a movie last year, one of the two. I think it was a drama. He made a solo debut early this year with Wild and Young, so he already had a fan base solidified right there. Jinwoo. Also, I think competed in that same year of Superstar K3. I'm not sure, maybe Superstar K2 or whatever. But Jinwoo was in the same competition. He's had a fan base there. And Minho was also have a fan base and is well known because not only because of things he's done in underground sing, but Minho was he was a part of Stardom Entertainment, and he was a trainee for Stardom, trying to be he was a potential member to be a part of Block B, and you know, his connections with Zico. So you know, when you have Minho, who like I said, who almost became a member of Block B and was in Stardom, and he's had, you know, a reputation in the underground rap scene. You have Jinwoo and Kang Sung-yoon, who have, you know, done acting. Kang Sung-yoon, at least. You know, they've been at sing competitions. They've already had that fan base. So it's like, you know, when the show started, even though Team B was mostly favored upon within the YG company, Team A had the advantage right off the bat, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, you know, whatever help you get your foot in the door, I say use it. So I think that was really beneficial to Team A. Another reason why I think Team A has also won is that, unlike Team B, I will say this: Team A, I think, a little bit more relatable as people. Not to say that Team B aren't relatable either, but I felt like I feel myself personally. I think other people who probably watched the show, that they feel more of a connection, more of a emotional connection or attachment to Team B. Whether it was not only just their personalities and they feel more comfortable and approachable, like approachable people, but also that, you know, during the competition, you know, they did fail to Team B in a lot of their monthly evaluations. So, you know, they kind of had that underdog feel, and I don't care what program or business you're in, when you're the underdog, people tend to cheer for the underdog. You know, the person that continues to get beat up and pounded and beaten up, but they never give up. Team A had what you would say, they had that team spirit. You know, they lacked a lot in the beginning. They lost a lot of the monthly evaluations to Team B. They kind of felt inferior. People related to that. People got attached to that. People felt, in a way, sorry to Team A. And I think that was something else too, and to see them, how they were in the beginning and how they gradually just kind of grew and matured. I think I think that was another beneficial, aspect as to why Team A won, is because, they've been underdogs. To see them come from being the underdogs at first and see them grow into how they are now in the finals, you could say they've grown, and I think the audience relates to that, and I think that was a key fact of having because with Team B, I don't think too many people could relate to Team B. I mean, Bobby, maybe, in his whole story, him coming from America and his mom, I think people could relate to that. But we really never got to really know too much about any of the other members of Team B like we did with all the members of Team A. We got a little bit of taste of BI, got a little taste of Bobby. One of the other members got a taste of too, one of the main vocalists. But everyone else in Team B were kind of like mystery man. Like they're there, but we don't know much about them. And in some regards, in some aspects, Team B they kind of come off as a little bit more cocky. I'll be honest with that. Team B does kind of come off as a little cocky or arrogant. But I say again, they're kids. And I think that's enough. I think age factor too, I think, had another thing to do with it too. Most K-pop bands that debut, they debut around the age of Team A, 20, 21, 22 may be the oldest. And I think the fact that when Young Hak Suk said, the losing team would spend another 4 years training, people are thinking like, whoa, they're already 20 and 21. So by the time you say they're ready to train, they'll be out the door. They were like 24, 25. And, you fast another few years after that, and they'll probably be ready to go off into the army, because they'd be close to, entering in their 30s. So I think that was something else I think that also played into account when people looking at it with Team B. They're all 17, 18. They can afford, to wait another 3-4 years because they're still young. Whereas with Team B, they're already kind of up there where, that average age of where most people debut, and if you'd have waited another 4 years, they're not going to have that much time to really, be popular and do what they do before, they get ready to go off into the army within the next 5 years or something after the debut. So I think that kind of plays into account too. One of the reasons why I personally why I wanted Team B to win was because I think Team B, the vocals are decent, the rap is solid, but one of the reasons why I really wanted Team B, I think Team B, they're more hip hop. Team A, to me, they're good, but to me, Team A, and like I said, I won't know, until they debut and we see how, their concept and how they would really act and whatnot. But to me, Team B kind of reminds me of a alternative, different version of Big Bang. And it's not a bad thing, but I kind of wanted more of a hip-hop oriented dancing group, boy band, to be more specific, from YG Entertainment, because going all the way back in the history of YG Entertainment, none of his boy bands have ever been really like dancing boy bands. One time, never really danced that much. Big Bang did start off dancing quite a bit during the first few years as rookies, but after that, Big Bang just kind of stopped with the dancing. Most dancing you would see from any of the Big Bang members is when they do anything of like their solo activities or whatnot. But other than that, they really aren't. Big Bang don't really dance anymore like they used to. So I saw Team B and the energy that they brought and their dancing, which I still think their dancing is a little bit more superior to Team A. That's one of the big reasons why I wanted Team B to win. They were more hip hop oriented, and they're a boy band that danced. That was something that I think YG needed for a boy band. But with Team A, I think they can dance too. But to me, for just some reason, I'm just getting a feeling of like another Big Bang, where it's like they'll be like, they'll do the hip hop dancing thing for like maybe a year or two, and then after that they'll just stop, and then they'll just stop with the dancing altogether. And I'm just like, I don't know. But that's one of the reasons why I really wanted Team B to win. And also I do like B.I. I think B.I. is B.I. and Bobby in particular. But B.I. I think is just a rapper like ahead of his time. So yeah, but either way, I'm still glad for Young Hak, for Team A, for winner. It's definitely been a damn long time since we got a boy band from YG. I'm excited about it. Definitely looking forward to see what is Young Hak gonna do with Team B. Because honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't think Young Suk can manage two boy bands, really. Big Bang, he really doesn't have to manage, really, because they kind of do their own thing. But to manage Winner and say Team B in the next few years, I don't know if he can manage two boy, and I don't think that would be his focus. Young Suk doesn't seem the type of person that would have, focus his attention on the same number of gender of bands. You know what I mean? I don't think Young Suk would manage multiple girl groups or multiple boy bands in his company simultaneously, like say SM does with FX and Sonishide and Shiny and EXO and Suju and No Monk Shigi. I don't think that's YG's style. I think his thing is to focus on one thing at a time. And like I said, Big Bang are at that point where he doesn't really have to focus much on them really anymore because they can do their own thing. I'm not sure if Young Suk, and he even said himself that he's going to have to think about things very, very carefully when it comes to the losing team of this competition, because I just don't know if, because obviously Winner, that's going to be the new face of YG, hands down right there. Winner are going to be the guys to get the torch from Big Bang. So I don't know if he's gonna. It'll be interesting. I'll just say that it'll be interesting. I don't know if Young Suk can manage two boy bands within the same company. He's still going to keep them, he said, within his company. They're just going to train some more, but it'll definitely be interesting to see in the coming years. But either way, you guys give me your thoughts in the box below. Like I said, again, congratulations to Winner. Looking forward to their debut in the box below. I'm looking forward to their debut soon. You guys let me know what you think in the box below. Comment, subscribe. Peace.